and apply a little throttle to separate from that thing. That's enough. We'll get down to about 30,000 and do some braking. Okay, 30,000 coming up. Let's go ahead and light the engines, kill some of this velocity. Just enough throttle to keep us from accelerating very much. Not so much as to make the descent take forever. Throttle up a little bit. We're 11 kilometers from the surface. Fuel is doing nicely. I have to do something about this horizontal velocity. Alright, stay vertical. Excuse me. Alright, turn that off and we'll just definitely turn that translation thing off. And we'll use this to keep our attitude at 90. Meanwhile, it's time to decelerate some more. And let's put the landing gear down. Engage RCS. See if we can kill this horizontal velocity. Oh, don't do that. Horizontal velocity down. A little bit lower. Okay, that's good. Let's kill some more vertical velocity now. I think a good steady 15 meters a second is good. Nice and safe and easy. Nice and easy on the engines and the fuel supply. Horizontal speed is almost completely canceled out, so we shouldn't have a problem with drifting side to side as long as we keep this attitude. Okay, let's not let that velocity get too high. We still have a fuel tank here that hasn't been touched. We'll use that for liftoff and return. 4,600 meters above the ground. I do believe we're going to have a successful landing this time. A little bit more thrust. Start decelerating a little better. $2,500 meters to go. $2,000 meters to go. As I understand it, landing speed of 10 meters a second or less is good. So that's what I'm going to aim for. Anything less than 10 meters a second will be considered good. $1,700 meters to go. Nice, safe, smooth, steady vertical velocity. Looks like we're not exactly landing on a hill. That's good. Yes, we're going to have a good landing this time. 1,200 meters to go. How high are we when we first see the shadow, I wonder? 900 meters to go. $700 meters. $550. Coming up on 400 meters. I'll try to do my best to hold this speed right here. 340 meters. 300 meters. A nice constant 3.8 meters per second velocity, vertical descent, whatever. Less than 250 meters now. $200 meters. Standing by to cut the engine. $150 meters. $100 meters. Shadow at 30 meters. And touchdown. Engine cut off. Go ahead and hide that. Altitude true is 3.2 meters. And I believe that's the height of the capsule. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have successfully landed a Kerbal on the moon. And of course now it's time for the obligatory moonwalk. And notice that we still have fuel left in our descent engines. 19.9 liters in each, so let's call it 20 liters times 4. That's 60 liters of fuel that we'll have for liftoff. Okay, Jebediah, time for an EVA. It's one small step for a Kerbal, one giant leap for Kerbal kind, I guess. Try out the jetpack. Get some pretty good altitude with that thing. Sometime I'm going to have to try the idea of actually getting a Kerbal into moon orbit just using the jetpack. I don't know if it's possible on the moon. I'll bet you it is on Minmus. All right. There's a picture for you. Ooh, that hurt. Fortunately, Kerbals are tough. Might be helpful if I was zoomed in a little closer. How about that? Parked on a fuel tank. There's a picture for you. All right. It's time to get back aboard and start thinking about a return trip. Okay. I guess we're going to have to jump for it. How about that? All right. Close our lander ladder. And half ball back up. And let's see. Well, I guess it's going to be just a simple matter of takeoff and once we're out of the moon's gravitational sphere of influence, just treat it like any other orbit. Lower the periapsis low enough to return to Kerbin. So, SAS on. And, oh yeah, that's holding surface. That's fine. Lift off. This thing aimed in the right direction. Jettison those, we don't need them anymore. Alright, let's have a look here. If I recall correctly from what I've read, what we need is about 800 meters per second to achieve escape velocity from the moon. So let's go for that. Alright. That's good. I feel good about that. Finally having achieved a moon landing somebody could walk away from. More importantly, something they could fly away from. With enough fuel left in the lander stage to lift off with. That was good. Meters a second. Go ahead and get that up to 800, I believe it is. And from there, it should just be a matter of almost literally falling back to Kerbin. heading just to be that way. It's not actually essential to go 90 degrees. You could go any direction and end up in an orbit falling back to Kerbin. $700 meters a second, just about to the 800 meters a second cutoff. And from there, I'll actually have a look at the map and see if we actually are on a moon escape. 770, 80, 90, Nico at 802 meters a second. Moon escape. Kerbin escape. Well, let's warp ahead to moon escape. See what we can do. All right. Well, it's obvious that we need to slow down, or we're going to go where no Kerbal has gone before. So, we'll do that. All right. Where the new fuel yet? This needs to kind of curve around. It's doing it slowly. There's our fuel. Okay, we're doing okay for that right now. We're curving into an orbit. And now let's just burn that down into a periapsis that'll bring us back to where we need to go. Let's check our fuel situation. Oh yeah, we're doing good. Apparently we have repeated moon encounters along the way. Okay, just need to watch the apoapsis height now. Bring that to a point where we have a low, low, low periapsis. And doing it this far out from Kerbin is the best time to do it, because it costs an awful lot more fuel if we wait until we're closer. Periapsis is coming way down. 400 kilometers, 300 kilometers. Let's see, 76 kilometers. I'm going to burn that down to about 30 kilometers. That way we're guaranteed a re-entry no matter what. Good, right there. Now let's close this up, get out of the way, and have a look. Cool. We are going to have a safe return. Let's go ahead and warp ahead and get there. Now that we know which direction we're going, oh, there we are. Okay. Periapsis is 26 kilometers. And frankly, at this point, aero braking will provide all the slowdown we need. So, go ahead and get rid of our lower stage. We don't need it anymore. And here's hoping that we don't have any parachute problems like we did on the last flight. And now I'm going to warp ahead and let the thing automatically take us out of warp when we get there. And then from there, I will cut to splashdown. Okay, it's just about time to deploy the parachute. Let's hope that this time it actually deploys. Okay, it changed color like it's going to, but that's right, it doesn't do that unless we're below 21,000. So far, Jebediah seems to be enjoying the ride. We have shoot deploy. We are losing velocity like crazy now. Okay, and now I'm just going to go ahead and cut to landing. And we have touchdown. Looks like we're doing pretty good here. We actually had a safe mission, a safe landing and return. Okay, maximum of 5.2 Gs for the trip. 45,000 kilometers traveled. Ground distance 218,000 kilometers. Okay, not bad, not bad. 1 day and 27 minutes. All right, back to the Space Center. And so there you have it, our first successful moon landing and return. What's next? Oh, I don't know. Maybe we need to get something up to Minmus as well. And then in the tracking station here, there is something else. There is the Heavy Crap 3, out of fuel, stranded in orbit, with a periapsis of 1,052 meters, 1,052 kilometers for a periapsis. We have to find a way to get this mission down. I'm not going to just end it. We have to find a way to come up with a rescue mission to get these guys out of orbit and also to deorbit the ship itself, because I don't really want to have all that junk in space. And for that matter, there's this other junk, spent stages and stuff in orbit. that I'd like to find a way to get rid of that too, which means building ships that can rendezvous with it and then change its orbit, push it towards a deorbit. So we'll start working on that kind of stuff next, I think. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you like the video, share it around, and so on. Take it easy. I'm out of here.